So, I just want to let you know that fitness is the cheat code. Fitness is the cheat code to this life, especially in this accelerated world that we have today. You and I both know, or I hope you know, that we choose the path of least resistance. We do. We want to run away from the pain. And it's hard to go through certain pain. But we can't live in a world where we say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and we're still thinking about the past. You see, I learned long ago that holding on will hurt more than letting go. You see, us as human beings, we need to grow, we need to strive, we need to understand that out in nature, there is a beautiful world that is full of wonder. In this accelerated world, fitness is a cheat code. You see, those that appreciate it and stay consistent with it, no matter if they love it or hate it, as long as they go to the gym or just work out, not going to the gym, just work out, you create a habit and a beautiful relationship with your body. As human beings, we're going to stick to the path of least resistance. And that's fair enough. It comes from our survival necessities, it comes from our survival instincts. And sometimes we've been through a lot of pain in our lives where if we deal with any type of negative emotions, we're just not willing to tolerate it. But the magic is in how you transform that negative energy into a positive energy. By the way, Sebum energy drink, the cola, 10 out of 10. I mean, when you're a trainer like me and you need some type of afternoon boost, and it's not you really don't want to just overload on caffeine, mess up, this right here is just the right touch if you can manage your caffeine. Anyways, let me take a little sip. We need to understand that the adversity that faces in our lives that come up to it is all about building character. It is your story that you need to use to shape you so you can pass it on to whoever and lead an inspiration. Doesn't matter whether you have children or not one day in your life, that will build you over and over again. However, some people just can't seem to find it in anything that they do. However, they stay in that pain. A lot of people stay in that pain and don't really know what to do within it. And I truly believe that fitness is where it starts. You can't get these endorphins anywhere else but the exercise form. When you excel in the gym, it builds a lot of strength and character, both extrinsically and intrinsically. Or when you excel in your resistance training specifically, it builds a lot of strength intrinsically and extrinsically. Attitude changes. Everything about your outlook in life becomes abundant and higher quality. But you see, it was all about facing the adversity head on. We need to have that uncomfortable talk with ourselves. We need to understand that we will not change until we get tired of our own shit. I learned a lot of lessons before, through the gym, through life. And one thing that this amazing lifestyle has brought for me was a lot more confidence. And you could say that it helped in my dating life and whatnot, but really in just appreciating others more and how you can be the best version of yourself, because all around you is based on relationships. However, if one is not self-improving by taking on the adversities they take on in life, how would others benefit? It starts with resistance training. It starts with being in the gym or just calisthenics, pushing yourself to that edge. Stop running away from that same pain. Dive through it, mold it, sit down with your problem. Stop trying to avoid it. Everything starts from the ground up.